Buen día, a nombre de Pronabec les damos la bienvenida a esta nueva edición de la Feria Universitaria Beca Generación del Bicentenario. Como ya saben, les informamos que las preguntas que surjan durante esta exposición serán recopiladas por nuestro equipo técnico y les alcanzaremos a nuestro expositor en los minutos finales. En esta oportunidad nos complace anunciar la presentación de la Universidad de Sheffield y nos acompaña Tony Dolby, a quien le damos la bienvenida. Tomando en cuenta que esta universidad es de habla inglesa, la exposición será en ese idioma. Good morning, Tony. Welcome to our fair.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure to be with you all.
Thank you. You can go ahead with your presentation, please. Full screen.
Great. Thank you. Just one second. Hopefully you can see that full screen now. Let me know if not. So yeah, thank you.
Yes.
As Lillian has mentioned, my name is Tony Dolby. I am the Regional Manager for the Americas at the University of Sheffield. My contact details are on the screen if you do want to get in touch with me following this webinar, if there's any questions that you think of later on. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the University of Sheffield, what Sheffield is like as a city, how to apply to a postgraduate degree with us, and the fees and scholarships that we have on offer at the university. So the University of Sheffield is a leading global university. We are a World Top 100 university according to the QS World University Rankings, and we are a member of the prestigious Russell Group. So you may have heard of the Russell Group already from some of the other colleagues that have joined from the UK, but if you've not, the Russell Group is a group of 24 leading research-focused and research-intensive universities in the UK. And we are in the top 10% of universities for research excellence. So the research that we do really does make a difference to the world, and we're doing some great things at Sheffield. So if you're interested in doing a PhD degree, then we're a great place to come to. We are passionate about teaching and teaching excellence at the University of Sheffield, and we hope to foster a really attractive community that is truly international. So we have around 29,000 students on our campus, and they're from 150 different countries across the globe. Some other statistics about the university: so we're ranked 13th in the UK, and we have a lot of world-renowned scientists, experts and innovators, both within our staff, our students and our alumni from the university. So we have 50 departments in the university across our 5 faculties. Our 5 faculties being the faculties of science, engineering, medicine, dentistry and health, arts and humanities and social sciences. So we really do cover the majority of topics that you're thinking of, and the majority of areas that you might wish to study. On this screen, it just shows you some of the subjects that we do offer. This isn't everything, but it's just to give you an idea of the variety that we have. So subjects that might be particularly interesting for you are engineering, which we are really a world-class university for. We offer 9 different types of engineering, which include aerospace, bioengineering, chemical engineering, and mechanical engineering, amongst others. And we also offer a various different subjects such as biology and biological studies, environmental studies, and lots of subjects within the field of medicine. So that is just to give you an idea. If you do have any more questions about what we do offer, you can drop me a message in the chat, or you can visit our website to see the courses available. As I mentioned, we are a research intensive university. And for anyone that is interested in the research side of things, then we do have 4 flagship research institutes at the university. These institutes were created a couple of years ago to bring together our key strengths that we have really good research focus on, and to tackle these problems that we have within the world nowadays, and to make the research that we do and turn that into real world solutions. So the flagship institutes that we have are the Energy Institute, the Neuroscience Institute, the Healthy Lifespan Institute, and the Institute for Sustainable Food. And we're doing some really great work within those institutes. So just to give you an idea of some of the research that is happening, You might have heard of Chernobyl and Fukushima before, which are radioactive plants that are based in Eastern Europe and Japan. And you might have heard of, obviously, maybe you've seen the Netflix show about Chernobyl. Obviously, that is a really radioactive site still. So some of the work that our researchers have done in the Energy Institute is to reconstruct how a nuclear meltdown works, and to understand the environment that has created, and ways that we can deactivate that safely. Other areas of research which we have done is gene therapy pathways to protect us from cancer and dementia. So that has been done through our Neuroscience and Healthy Lifespan Institutes. And there's also scientists within our Institute for Sustainable Food that have been able to develop climate resilient ways of making crops. So we've created climate resilient beans that reduce water usage. So this is a particularly important topic for people living in, hot countries that have really dry climates, where we can, help with the farming in these countries that might be used to droughts or, affected by climate change. So that's just to give you an idea of some of the research that we do. Through all of the academia, we hope to produce some really great graduates at the university. So we are highly ranked in this area. We're in the top 3 in Yorkshire and Humber for graduate prospects. We have one of the top 5 career services in the UK, and 96% of our graduates are in work or further study within 6 months after completing their degree with us. And just some of the companies that we have links with at the University of Sheffield include global companies such as the Bank of America, Santander, IBM, HP, Vodafone, so some really great companies across the world. But we also have companies with more links with more local companies based in the UK and in Sheffield. We want to help all of our students achieve the career that they want, so we really do put an emphasis on preparing you for the world of work. Some of that is done through your department and through your studies. Other bits of it will be done through our careers service. So our careers service offers various different support for our students, whether that be CV and interview workshops, help finding volunteering or placements, help finding part-time work while you're studying. And they often organise careers fairs, normally twice a year, inviting employers onto the campus so you can meet with them and find out what they want. And you can still access our careers service up until 3 years after your graduation. So if you do need help, then they are available there. And just to give you an idea of some of the alumni that we have had, so throughout our studies and through the support that we can provide for you, we've developed a long list of outstanding alumni, all the way back from 1925, which was Amy Johnson, who was the first woman to fly solo from London to Australia, up to the more recent times, such as Dame Jessica Ennis-Hill, who is a Olympic gold medalist winner. And just to give you an idea of some of our alumni from Latin America, you can see on the screen on the right hand side, we have various different alumni that have really enjoyed their time at Sheffield, and you can read more about their experiences online. So Sheffield is a really great city. You might be wondering where it is. So Sheffield is located in the middle of the UK on the map. We're located in the north of England in the region of Yorkshire. Sheffield is England's 4th largest city, and it's about 2 hours to London on the train, and to about Manchester Airport, which is the closest international airport. It's about 45 minutes away. So as you can see, Sheffield is in a really good location for travelling across the rest of the United Kingdom if you want to do that while you were studying. We offer an outstanding experience at the university. One of the ways that we do this is through our Students' Union. So we have over 300 clubs and societies to join. The city of Sheffield has been voted the most affordable student city in the UK. That is according to the 2021 NatWest Student Living Index survey. So by coming to Sheffield, you are in the cheapest student city, and you know your money will go a long way. There's lots of things to do in the city. So we are close to the Peak District, which is one of the national parks in the UK. So if you're interested in being outdoors, going hiking, maybe climbing or mountain biking, then it's just a 20-minute bus ride from the campus, and you can be out in the Peak District. There are various different events throughout the year, such as the World Snooker Championships, and we also host a festival every year called Tramlines, which is really great to attend. So a little bit about the application information. So if you're wanting to apply for a postgraduate course, most courses you will make your application through our online application portal. It is free to make an application to study with us, and you will need to submit various documents. So you'll need to send in your transcripts and degree certificates, plus translations of those into English, 2 academic references, a personal statement, your English certificate, whether that be the TOEFL, the IBT. We also accept other exams, and we need these valid for, the majority of them will need to be valid for 2 years prior to the start of your studies, a copy of your passport and your CV. So that's what you typically would need for a master's degree. And if you're applying for a PhD, in addition to all of those documents, you also need to send in your research proposal. And you can find out a little bit more about what the research proposal is and how to write that on the website on the screen. And there's just kind of a brief overview of what you'll be able to find about the research proposal for PhD applications. So application dates and deadlines. The last date to apply for a postgraduate course with us is Monday, the 29th of August. There are some courses at master's level which fall under the staged admissions process. So you can see a list of those courses in the box that is white on the screen. Staged admissions means that we have certain application dates and deadlines for courses within these departments or for those particular courses. So if you're thinking of applying to courses within any of these areas, then it's worth checking the information on the webpage about the different dates. And if you're thinking of applying to a PhD project, then there's various dates, and those dates will also be online, noted next to each PhD project. So our entry requirements, we typically, for a master's degree, would be looking for students with a 14 out of 20. And for students applying to a PhD, we would be typically looking for a 15 out of 20 in the qualifications stated on the screen. So a little bit about fees and scholarships. As well as obviously applying for Pronabec, the university does have our own scholarships that you can apply for at master's and PhD level. So for master's students, we have 125 scholarships available that are worth a 25% discount in tuition fees. And for PhD students, we have the University of Sheffield Research Scholarships. These scholarships can cover various different areas, whether that be tuition fees, a stipend, other expenses, or combinations of both. And the deadline to apply for those is the 26th of January, so it is fast approaching if you're wanting to apply for that. You will need an offer to study before you can apply for both of these scholarships, and you can see the terms and conditions on our website. So we really want to support our international students, and we do that through various ways, from the start of your journey when thinking about maybe coming to Sheffield all the way up until you have graduated. Some of the ways that we do that is we have a dedicated international student support team that can provide visa advice, and we also offer an airport pickup service from Manchester Airport to help you come to Sheffield safely and make sure you're finding your way here easily. Here's just a quote from one of our former Peruvian students, Carlo. So he was also a merit scholarship winner, and you know, he had an amazing time at Sheffield. He did his undergraduate degree with us, and he's also now applying to do a master's with us as well. So thank you so much for your time. please feel free to ask me any questions in the chat if there's anything that you want to know. My details are on the screen as well. So if you want to find out anything, please contact me. We also have an online chat platform where you can connect with our student ambassadors. So if you wanted to find out their experiences, what they think of the university, and ask them any questions from a student to student perspective, then you can find those details on our website.
Thank you, Tony. We really appreciate all the information you are providing us, which will be very useful for our Peruvian professionals interested in studying at the university. I have some questions for you. Is there a master's degree on environmental law?
In environmental law?
Yes.
No, so not specifically within environmental law. We do offer various master's law degrees. We do specialise in corporate and commercial law, international law and global justice. And we also have the Sheffield LLM, which they're not specifically on environmental law, but there will be themes within them which you might want to look at if that interests you. But if you want in specifically environmental law, then we don't offer anything that's just tailored to that, unfortunately.
Some persons, if I already finished the English taught MA, do I still have to send an English certificate?
Can you just repeat the first part of the question, please? Sorry.
I already sent it to you.
If I've always finished an English taught MA, so if you've finished a master's degree within a majority speaking English country, such as the UK, US, Canada, then you don't need to supply typically another English language certificate. It will depend on when you finished your master's degree.
Your master's, the year.
Yeah, so if you finished that recently and it was awarded from a majority English speaking country, then no, you won't necessarily have to send in an additional English certificate. And you've also asked, do we have fully funded PhD scholarships in music? So yes, so the scholarship that I mentioned, the University of Sheffield Research Scholarship, that can be a fully funded scholarship. So if you wanted to apply to music, then you can definitely apply to that scholarship. That's correct.
Good. Great news for this guy. Okay, looks like there are no more questions for the audience. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your participation, Tony. And we really look forward to having you on the next fair.
Great. Thank you ever so much. Thanks for having me, and do feel free to get in touch if there's any more questions.
Really.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.